over a decade. I've worked with numerous world-rated professional boxers, world champion boxers, and even amateurs at the Olympic level. Over the years, I've created courses that are going to help you improve in different areas of your boxing, where I teach boxing fundamentals and I teach tactics and I get in depth. Guys, there's going to be a link somewhere on the screen. I want you guys to click it because I'm giving a special offer. I need you guys to invest into yourself. You don't have to walk this boxing journey alone, guys. I'm here to help you, and that's what I really want to do. So click on the link. Go ahead, invest into yourself, and learn how to box and stop trying to figure this out on your own. Boxing Life.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? As you can see, a little change of scenery today. We're in the hotel. Got Coach Reg. Get over here, Coach Reg, man. Grab a stool, man. We got Coach Reg with me, man. We're doing No Days Off November, even though it's fight week, man. Obviously, man, we got Raymond Ford fighting. You know what I mean? We got. See if we can get Reg in this camera. I'll put the camera to you, Reg, when somebody asks a question, man. But yeah, guys, man, we still keeping this going, man. We keeping the Q&As going. If you want to ask me a question, if you want to ask Coach Reg a question, he's right there. Yeah. And gotta be committed, man. I told y'all that I was doing No Days Off November. Just so happens that we got a fighter fighting on the zone this Saturday. Raymond Ford versus, how do you pronounce this dude's name? Sakaria Lucas. Sakaria Lucas is 25 wins, 1 loss. He's a serious fighter. This ain't an easy fight. He's a serious fighter, and Raymond Ford has been getting put in tough fight after fight after fight. Reg, let's talk about that for a second, man. Why do you think Ray keeps getting put in these tough bouts, back to back?
Well, they know his talent. And fighting guys with losing records don't do nothing for a guy like Ray. So, Ray wants to fight champions. So, if you want to fight the world champions, you got to get past dudes like this.
Right, man. Yeah, man. So as you can see, man, no easy fights for Raymond Ford. His last 3 fights, I believe, were against undefeated opponents, right?
Yes, sir.
And now we're fighting a guy 25-1. I just got added to the team recently. Our last fight, he had a fantastic performance. Me and Coach Reg worked fantastic as a team. So we're gonna have a lot of fun, man. Let's see who's in here. What's going on, champ? I don't know. SY316. What's going on, champ? Teddy, if you're not dieted, make sure you go to Mabel's or Corner Beef from. Man, well, listen, we diet. We watch what we eat, but we not gonna not eat. We gonna eat. We gonna eat good. So I'm gonna make sure. Remember what he just said. He said Mabel's or Corner Beef. Pause. Yo, bro, he's wilding from Skyman's that I'm playing with you. But yo, Mabel's. What kind of food is Mabel's? You know what I'm saying? Ford is a monster, man. Yeah, we appreciate you. Slimans. Yo, my man is hooking us up with all the spots. I'm going to have to watch this live again just in case I forget some of these spots. Enjoy Cleveland. Yo, big shout out to Cleveland, man. We're having a great time here, man. Cleveland's a dope city from what we've seen so far, man. What you think about Cleveland?
I like Cleveland, man. Just, reminds me of Philly, man. It gets cold out here.
Yeah, the only thing about Cleveland that I got an issue with, everything seems to close, bro.
Yeah, close early.
Everything's closed early. Like, we want to go get something to eat right now. We just finished training Ray, to help him get down and wait a little bit. And now we want to eat. It's like, where do we go? Where's open late? You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing about Cleveland I got an issue with.
I love Cleveland, man. Y'all just go to bed too early.
Yeah. That's facts. Coach, who you got? Who will win, Bivol or Canelo at middleweight? I mean, champ, we just saw that fight not too long ago. I don't know if the weight loss affects Bivol, maybe Canelo, but based off what we saw, we already seen the fight. I think that Bivol's just a tough match for him, but you never know, man. But I want to see Canelo do other stuff, and I want to see Bivol do other stuff. I'm not even interested to see them fight again. What you think?
Nah, I don't want to see a rematch.
We
saw what we saw. I want to see a rematch.
Yeah, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just got to take your L's in this game and keep moving forward, and I think that's what Canelo should do, in my opinion. Coach Anthony, I want to know how Coach Anthony, I want to know, though, a power push. Huh? Repeat that for me, man, and I'll try to answer it for you. Billy, my man Bill Bird in the building. Yeah, man, you know we got. I ain't got no snacks, man. I'm staying away from snacks. I'm just gonna try to eat real food this trip. Mabel's is barbecue. It's fire. Okay, that sounds good. Okay. All right, tomorrow we're gonna do Mabel's. Look, he said, I'm about to find y'all somewhere to get food. Hold up. Yo, my man Teddy on the team. Right, Teddy, man, we got you on the team, man. Mr. West, 216, what's good, champ? You want to know how to throw a power punch? Well, everything in boxing besides the jab is technically a power punch. Remember that, right? When you look on the copy box, the jab's the only punch that's not a power punch. The right hand's a power punch, the hook's a power punch, the uppercut's a power punch. So the key is to get good form and technique with those punches, and you'll get the most power out of it. You know what I mean? There's no secret exercises that are gonna make you punch harder other than getting in great shape and repetition. Anything you want to add to that?
I agree with that. Everything besides the jab is considered power punch. So, yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, and you can always develop your power, you know, by getting in shape throughout the years. But you need to focus on form and technique more than anything else. You know what I mean? Think about it like this. If you're in the weight room, you know what I mean, and you want to pick up a lot of weight, you got to have good form and technique. You don't just put a lot of weight on the bar. You know what I'm saying? You got to get your form right, and then through repetition and doing it over years, you get stronger. Boxing's the same thing, you know what I mean? Superhuman, what up? Superhuman is watching right now, and I will always support you and your channel. I appreciate that, champ. Roy Jones, what's good, Coach Anthony? Yo, you the real Roy Jones? Is this the real Roy Jones? You're a great coach, Anthony, and you know boxing as well. I appreciate that, man. Coach, who will win in middleweight? Bro, I already answered this. I mean, I don't know. I'm going to go with Bivol, most likely, if I had to choose. If you downtown, Barrios still open, Mexican, but close at 12. You see what I mean? Close at 12. What time is it right now? What time is it? It's like 11.
11:07.
Yeah, we're dubbed. We doing this live. We ain't eating that. Errol or Keith? I have to go with Errol Spence on that one, but right, Errol Spence. But I'm gonna say that Keith Thurman puts up a good fight for however long it lasts. But I think that Errol Spence has been too active as of lately, and yeah, that's it. I want to see Boo Boo versus Canelo. Also, when Tevin Farmer fighting again, Coach. Boo Boo and Canelo should have happened a long time ago. I don't think that's really gonna happen. I think Canelo's looking to do other stuff, and I'm really not sure what Tevin Farmer got going on, champ. To be honest with you. Hey, Coach, been on day shifts. I'm from the UK. It's 4 a.m. here, so haven't been on. I hope you're good. Hey, Kyle. Yeah, I'm actually on a little bit later. I've been trying to do these lives a little earlier in the United States, but it's just been hectic, man, with the fight week, man. We're busy. You got a lot of stuff going on in fight week. Obviously, Raymond Ford's the main priority, but I wanted to make sure that I still find time to get on here and chop it up with you guys since I made the commitment. So, like I said, whether I'm on here for an hour or 5 minutes, I will make an appearance live every single day for the month of November and try to give you guys as much value as I can. From Texas, from Austin, Texas. Oh, okay. You the Austin, Texas, Roy Jones. I got you. All respect from Libya. Big shout out to you. Hey, ain't that where our opponent's from?
Libya?
Libya? Oh, okay. I thought he was from Libya. Oh, okay. Errol Spence versus Crawford. Who wins? That's a fight that is very difficult to pick. I go back and forth in my head when I think about this fight all the time. But one thing I will say is this. Terrence Crawford's a slow starter. And if you're a slow starter with a guy like Errol Spence, I think that's going to be a downfall for Crawford. I don't know if he could work his way back into the fight with a guy like Errol Spence, you know. But Crawford is a seriously, he's just a good adjusting fighter. It's hard to really fully bet against him. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. What you think?
I'm not gonna pick a winner. I just want to see a great fight. I don't think that we would see that fight, but I do want to see. I wouldn't pick a winner. I just want to see a great fight, and I don't think that fight will go to a decision. I think somebody's getting knocked out. That's when the pride comes into play. Nobody wants to back up. And I think they want to stand in the middle and just fight.
He's predicting a knockout, man. That's going to be a hell of a fight, man. They need to fight. If that fight doesn't happen in the first quarter of next year, I'm going to be very disappointed because now or never, man. Those guys are in their mid-30s, and if it doesn't happen first quarter of next year, at this point, I don't even think. I think we should just move on and talk about guys like Boots and Virgil Ortiz if those guys don't want to make the fight happen. Coach Chan, that's because you're from New Jersey / New York City. Everything stays open over here. Yeah, man, it's Philly, New York, Jersey. No matter where you at, we can get something to eat at this time. Out here, it's like, don't get me wrong, we did find a diner out here that's 24 hours, so I might go check that spot out, but we'll see. Or I might just get some Uber Eats. Super lit in here. It wasn't. Kyle Turner, much love, coach. What's involved within camp? How many days train? How long are the sessions? It just depends, man. I wouldn't say the sessions are a set time. We basically we formulated with rounds. You know how many rounds need to get done, and it all depends on what was done the day before, what we're looking to do the next day, and also how far we are from the fight. So. And every fight is different. Every fight is different. You know, some guys are getting prepared for 6-rounders while other guys are getting ready for 10-rounders. Other guys are getting ready for 12-rounders. Other guys are getting ready for 4-rounders. It's just very personalized for the athlete. So I can't give you a cookie cutter answer. But what I will say is, you know, I can't give you a cookie cutter answer. That's what I gotta say. Like the answer is very individualized for the athlete. You know, it's like if you told me right now you wanted to get in shape, I would need to know where you are in your physical condition right now. I can't just give you a workout plan and give you a diet plan. I gotta know how much you weigh. I gotta know what your activity level is right now. I gotta know how many weeks you need to be in shape by. I gotta know how extreme I gotta go, how slow we can go. There's a lot of things been involved. Loma or Haney? I like Devin Haney in that fight. I think Lomachenko's a tough competitor. I think Devin Haney could pull it off, though. I think Devin Haney has the youth on his side. I think that he has good enough boxing skills to keep Lomachenko at bay. I got Haney in a very interesting, very competitive fight that can go either way. What do you think?
I'm a Loma fan, but I got Devin Haney in that. Devin Haney is an amazing boxer. But Loma just starts off too slow. He's a slow starter. And a guy like Devin Haney is going to take off on him. Can't be a slow starter.
Yeah, Devin Haney's a real good boxer. You know, I think to beat a guy like Devin Haney, you're going to have to hurt him. You're going to have to hurt him. If you just try to go tit for tat with him, the kid is very athletic. He has good height for his division. So I just think that you have to hurt Devin Haney. You got to make him respect your power. And if you could do that, then the fight could be a different fight. But if you try to go, you know, tit for tat with him, I just think Devin Haney wins that battle. And going back to this question right here, guys, just so you know, I got Coach Anthony 2.0 on my website, and you can actually go ahead and book a free call with me where we can see where you're at, and I can see if I can help you move forward with your boxing and give you a personalized plan. I do that already now, put you in a private group, private messaging. So that's just something to keep in mind. If you guys really want to dial in your training, I could definitely help you. And that's what I mean. It's very individualized. I would have to see exactly where you are. Funny enough, at this time of night, we actually eat at gas stations. It's like y'all Poppy shops or bodegas. Okay, I got you.
I don't know if I want a cheap steak from a gas station.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they got some good food, man. You never know. Coach Anthony, do you have a video that can help me with that? I guess you were you the one asking for the power punches? I might, man. I made so many videos over the years. But I already gave you the answer, man. Form and technique. Form and technique, champ. That's what you got to focus on. Mahalo from Hawaii. Mahalo, champ. I'm assuming mahalo means hello, right? Mahalo means hello? Is that what mahalo means? I'm gonna make a video. I might have a video, man, on how to punch harder. I really gotta look. It's been so long, man. Oh, it means hello and goodbye. Okay.
I'll start using that.
Mahalo. Yeah. Salute, Coach Alfredo, aka Freddie. You see what I mean? Dude's done. There's a loud chatter on YouTube streets about being born. Okay, let me try to read this again. There's loud chatter on YouTube streets about being born or taught. Can coaching improve like a fighter like Hayden's power? I'm gonna need that one again. I'm gonna need that. I try to read it slow. Like, I'm gonna need that one again, champ. Must the fighter train 45,000 minutes or 45 minutes for 45,000 minutes for a 45-minute fight? That's 10 weeks, 10 hours a day. Is that correct? Respect for the Netherlands. Okay, so you want a fighter to train for 10 hours a day? So he sleeps for 8, and then he trains for 10. That's 18. No, hell no. Like, the answer is hell no. That's way too much training, champ. You don't need to train 10 hours a day. It's just very unnecessary, very unrealistic.
Then how is he going to perform in the fight?
Yeah, how's he going to perform in the fight? You know what I'm saying?
That's not. The performance is going to be terrible. There's no way to train
it's really just an unrealistic approach. All he needs to do is get his rounds in. However long that takes, hopefully if he's a responsible fighter, he comes in, he gets his hands wrapped, he's ready to train. He gets his rounds in that needs to get, and the work needs to get worked on. That needs to get worked on. So like I said, every fight is different. Every fight is different. Every amount of rounds is different depending on the fight. Like we're fighting a 10-rounder, correct? We're fighting a 10-rounder. So we're prepared for a world championship fight. That's how we like to do it. But he's fighting a 10-rounder. If we were training with a guy who's getting ready for a 6-rounder, then we would train accordingly to the guy who's getting ready for a 6-rounder. But doing things just extreme just to say you did it, that's not the right approach, champ. Dude, you're in my city. Sweet. Yeah, man, pull up. Kenyon Simmons. What's up, Coach? How you been? What's going on, champ? You see, I got Coach Reg with me.
Yo, key, bum.
Yeah. Yeah, we out here, man. We staying committed to no days off November. No matter what, man. 11 o'clock at night, we still here. We working. We in the hotel lobby. So that's what we doing. My bad, Coach was using folks. I meant power to be taught, or are you born with it? Yeah. Power is really born. But the way that you improve your power, like I said, is focusing on form and technique. If I'm throwing my right hand, so we got another member of the squad right here. You know what I'm saying? T-Ray, Ray, whatever you want to call him. Whatever you want to call him, Stevenson, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's in here. But yeah, guys, power is mainly through your form and technique, and you can always improve it by getting in good shape and doing exercises. But the main thing is your form and technique. And if you're born with power, yes, you're born with power. Just like some dudes are born with speed, some dudes are born with good reflexes. You know, every fighter has their thing. So if you're not a power puncher, man, you could do all the exercises you want. Chances are you ain't gonna crack an egg, man, and that's a fact. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. You just gotta, you gotta do what God gave you. You know what I mean? You gotta deal with what God gave you. Hey, Coach. See Coach Anthony 2.0. How much per month? I don't want to jump on the call and then realize I can't afford Danks. Well, we have a questionnaire before you actually get the call, and you have to be qualified. So check out the questionnaire, see what the questionnaire has, and from there, if you're accepted for the call, then we'll move forward. You know what I mean? I understand. I appreciate you not wanting to waste my time. But at the same time, don't rule yourself out without trying. You know what I mean? Not everybody has knockout power, but you could teach someone how to knock someone out. Well, the thing is this, man. You can teach yourself to maximize form and technique. You can't teach yourself to knock anybody out. Knockouts aren't guaranteed. You see what I'm saying? So, if you're throwing the right hand like this, it's going to be a lot softer than if you're turning it over, turning your hip, turning your torso. That's where you maximize the form and technique. And then if you want to be even stronger, then what you do is you get yourself in really good shape. You get yourself nice and strong. And there's exercises for that. But if let's just say you're a guy with poor form and technique and you're doing all these exercises thinking that you're going to punch harder, it's a waste, man. You want to maximize your form and technique. But the main thing is some fighters just hit hard naturally, man. And that's just the facts. Kenyon said, Reg is a cold bum. You can't increase power, but you never have Mike Tyson, Deontay type power. Yeah, you can't guarantee that, man. You can't guarantee that you're going to hit harder just through exercise. You know what I'm saying? You are who you are. Just like, some guys are 6 foot tall, some guys are 5'10", some guys are 6'5". You could do whatever exercise you want. You ain't gonna get no taller. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. You just got to deal with it. God gave me nothing, no speed, no power, no talent, but I love the sport. Hey, man, there's nothing wrong with being a fan, man. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with being a fan. You know what I mean? Invisible Bully, thank you for the super chat. Who you got? Plant versus Benavidez. Now, that's a good one. That's a good fight. Plant obviously looked really good in his last fight. That's a good one. It just depends. If Plant could go without getting hurt. Oh, that's what we doing? We getting some Applebee's, yo, since Cleveland likes to close early. You know what I mean?
Y'all like to go to bed early.
What you get?
I got
Well, you ordered out. And I'll order after you.
I got the burgers.
Who you got, man? Plant or Benavidez? Oh, and for the record, big shout out to Caleb Plant. That's my guy. So I'm gonna root for Plant no matter what. But then, Benavidez is man. This is a good fight. Big shout out to Plant for taking this fight. You know what I'm saying? He's serious. You got Benavidez. Tell me why you got Benavidez.
I just think that Benavidez is just. I think he lives up to his name, the Mexican Monster. I just think that he is a bull. Like, he's a monster. I don't think Kid will be able to match his speed or his jab.
You think Benavidez is faster?
Yeah. You don't? You don't think he's faster than Kid?
He put combinations faster, like in the short pockets, but
his hand speed is much faster than Kid.
I don't know, man.
What do y'all think? Do y'all think Benavidez' hands is
That's
faster?
a tough one, man. I think Caleb is fast, man. Caleb might I don't know, man. Caleb looks so good against Anthony Durrell that it's like, and of course Styles make fights. Durrell wasn't letting his hands go, and that's going to be the difference. We got to see how Caleb Plant does with pressure fighter who lets his hands go like Benavidez. The stylistically just makes for an exciting fight, though.
It's definitely. I mean, it's not going to be a walkover.
No, this is a fight.
Yeah, it's definitely not going to be a walkover.
Benavidez is just such a bigger guy, man. Like naturally, man. Like he's like really like a heavyweight hidden in a super middleweight body, man. Tough fight, man. I'm a root for Plant. You know what I'm saying? He's picking Benavidez, so that's what we're doing. You're a great coach. Your boxing IQ is superior. Thanks for your patience. Answer. No problem, champ. That's what I'm here for, man. No days off November. Told you I'm going live every single day. So y'all can expect it. Even in fight week, man, we staying dedicated. What's up, coach? It's really not smart to fight angry, in your opinion, opposed to being strategic, or can it be just as effective? I think that if you could control your anger, it can be effective. I think if you lose control, then no, it's not good, because you need to think when you're fighting, and if you act off impulse, you're going to make a lot of dumb decisions. But if you can control it, if you can somehow control your aggression, that's what boxing is, controlled aggression. If you can control it, you can do really well. What you think? I'll let you this food. You got the salmon? Oh, that my boy eating healthy.
Yeah, that salmon sounds good. Montana Love was Stevie.
No, that question right there. Answer that question.
Oh yeah, no, it's not good to fight angry at all. You got to stick to the game plan. The game plan that you set forward, you got to stick to it, or it's not going to work. You got Montana Love with Stevie. Who's Stevie? What's Stevie? Is that the guy that he fighting?
That's the guy he's fighting this weekend.
Oh, I like Montana. I got Montana Love. I'm gonna rock with Montana all day long. That's my boy. Benavidez beats Plant. I mean, it's only our opinion. It's going to be a great fight, though. I'm just picking Benavidez because I just think that he's a better all-around boxer.
Yo, see if they'll add chicken to this. Can you find?
I don't think so.
What if I want to add chicken to a black and Caesar?
Well, again, that's your opinion. But I just think that
add protein.
I don't think he's fast. Okay, Keon, what you talking about? That's a tough one. Benavidez is definitely cooking, especially with combination punches. Right, that's what I'm saying, Key. Like, I don't see where Caleb could be fast at, but it's definitely going to be a great fight. I don't think it's not going to be a walkover at all. So, yeah, shout out to my man Key too, y'all. Just made his debut, man. He won by knockout. So, shout out to my boy. Coach, are you on the zone? Cleveland card this Saturday. Yes, we're on the zone this Saturday on the Cleveland card, on my Montana card. You got to keep that pace, though. Who got to keep the pace? Is it Benavidez or Caleb Plant? Because Benavidez definitely can keep a high pace. I mean, I'm quite sure we've seen it in a lot of his fights. What are the tiers of boxing skills? I mean, this I'm gonna get my opinion. I don't like carrying.
What do you mean by tiers of boxing skills, champ? Be a little bit more specific on that.
Yeah.
Which is your biggest strengths and weaknesses? What do you mean? Are you talking about me personally? What are you talking about, champ? I think Benavidez stops Plant with a body shot late. I think Caleb Plant might be a guy that can beat all B+ fighters, but isn't quite enough for the A+ guys.
Wow.
You could be right. You could be wrong. I think Caleb Plant took the Canelo fight a little bit premature. So I think that we haven't seen the best plant yet. I think we're just gonna start seeing the best plant now in the next couple of fights. So it's hard to say. But I mean, Benavidez is not an easy fight. Benavidez arguably beats everybody. Arguably, right? I mean, he arguably beats Canelo. He arguably beat. He argue. You don't think
Canelo?
You don't think he has an opportunity to beat Canelo? There's an argue. You don't think so? It's arguable. I'm saying it's arguable.
Yeah, Canelo just knocked him out.
Benavidez?
Oh, you saying Benavidez? Oh,
Yeah.
I was talking about Caleb Plant.
That's what I'm saying.
Benavidez,
Benavidez arguably beats everybody in that division. So we're talking about the top of the food chain in the division. So it's very difficult to really call Caleb Plant an A+ guy, because if Canelo's an A+ guy and he loses to Benavidez, not saying he will, but if he does, well, then what does that make Canelo, a B+ guy? So it's just very difficult, you know what I'm saying, to really assume that Caleb Plant can't be A+ guys. I think that we got to give him more chance. We got to give him more of an opportunity. Amateur, professional, champion, etc. Let me go back to the original question. I think you said the tiers. What are the tiers of boxing? I think you just answered it, champ. Amateur, professional. I need a little bit more context. How do you get better at throwing shots coming? How do you get better at throwing shots in between shots coming at you? You got to train it, man. You got to have a trainer who's going to teach it to you, and you got to drill it every single day. You know what I'm saying? We got Rel in the building. We got Reg right here.
Got to practice and work on it. Oh, my man. Ray upstairs.
Yeah, Ray upstairs, champ. We just gave him, we just trained him a little bit, so he's chilling now.
My man, Relly Eyes. Yeah, he ready. He ready, bro. He ready. He ready, man. We just trained him. So now he just, he relaxing now.
Yeah, ready, bro. Ray's good to go. Oh shoot, they came in here for you, bro. I'm 69 meg. Bro, they try to get bro. They try to get bro to spend some chicken. Let me go ahead and put these dudes on timeout, man.
Yeah, bro. He worked out already.
No, like tiers as in levels. Like first level is a jab, and then later is reactive boxing or learning to relax in terms of skills, meaning start at your jab and where. I mean, you always start with your stance, the jab, the cross, the hooks, the uppercuts, and then of course, you know what I'm saying. Of course, you always you just keep building a fighter step by step, man. I think that there is a system to it, but every fight is different. You know what I mean? One kid might pick stuff up in one area quicker, where one kid might pick it up a little bit slower. So depending on who you're working with, you're going to formulate a plan for that particular person. But you always start off with the basics, the stance, make sure they're throwing their punches with proper form and technique. From there, you teach them how to defend the punches. You know what I mean? And then from there, you teach them how to hit the heavy bag and shadow box, and then eventually they get to the mitts, and then eventually they get to the, to the sparring. So it's a progression, but again, everybody's different. Thank you for pushing me for the content creation and starting to pick up for me now, man. That's what's up, Kenyon, man. Keep it up, man. You got a lot to offer the boxing community, man. Keep it up. What does a regular day of training consist of for Ford, and how long? Again, it just depends where we are in camp. You know what I mean? A regular day, let's just say we're mid-camp. I don't know, a regular day might be jump rope, shadow box, depending on how many rounds, we've been training. We'll do a certain amount of rounds in the shadow box, a certain amount of rounds on the heavy bag. Maybe we'll do some mitts. If it's a sparring day, maybe we'll just spar and do some heavy bag work after. It really depends, man. I can't give you my secrets, though. I know what you're trying to do. Can't give you my secrets. You got to go to CoachAnthonyBoxing.com, talk to me on the 2.0, and we'll put something together. I know what you're trying to do, Jason.
That was a smart move.
Yeah, he thought he had me. Mr. Nobody. Something I've always wondered is there's a set of number of techniques that are taught, like an actual number. And I wouldn't say there's an actual number. Do you excessively monitor your fighters' food and drink far away from home, and how easy and difficult is that? Well, right now we got a team, so it depends what's your situation with your fighter. You know, if you have a team that you can trust, everybody knows how to play their role. We trust that the person in charge of that area is doing their job, and right now, so far, so good with Ray. So we're good in that department. But there have been situations where we do have to monitor all these things, because if we don't do it, then who's going to do it? You know what I'm saying? Jason said, "Closed mouths don't get fed." Jason thought he had me. He had his pen and paper out. He was like, "We about to get there. We about to get the secrets right now on the house. No days off November." Listen, man, I gotta save some stuff, man. You know what I mean, for the people who sign up, man. I can't just give everything away, man. But you know, got you, man. You know what I mean? Maybe some of your other questions will get answered. Oh man. Any questions for Reg while he here? Y'all better get Reg while he here, man.
What happened with you and can't say his name just in case.
I don't know who you're talking about, man.
At least put an initial or something.
I don't know who you're talking about, man.
At least put the first letter or initial or something.
Man, they was lit over there, yo. That's the party back there somewhere. There's a lot of complaints of the corruption in the amateurs. Did your fighters ever get discouraged? Yeah, it happens. It happens, but that's the coach's job to keep them in the game. We've taken plenty of L's that we shouldn't have taken. It's boxing, man. You know what I mean? It just happens, man. You gotta be not only tough in boxing physically, you gotta be tough mentally and spiritually if you want to make it in this game. And that goes for the coaches too, because coaches can get discouraged just as easily as the fighters. So it's unfortunate, but it's boxing. You know what I mean? How will you know if you succeeded?
Get that championship belt.
You know, I think success is different for everybody, man. Yeah. He's trolling, but he's but you know, I think success is different for everybody. You know what I mean? I don't think there's a one answer for that. You might have just wanted to have one professional fight as a bucket list. If you did that, you succeeded. You might have said, I only won one amateur fight just to say I fought before. If you did that, you succeeded. You know, so success is different. You know, if I make $1 million, I'm gonna do a cartwheel. Jeff Bezos might jump off a bridge. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's success is different. You know what I mean? So it just depends. The goal, the answer you is you got to have a goal and accomplish your goal. That's the success. You know what I mean? When it comes to fight, every fighter has a set series of boxing behaviors. Do you form a plan to fit a perfect 3-minute round? Example, you have drills based on your opponent does to fit a perfect 3-minute round. Um, I think I get what you're trying to ask, but you know, no, I don't think so, man. I don't look for perfect rounds because you can't promise a perfect round in a real fight. So what I'm gonna say is we just work on what needs to get worked on. We know what we need to work on, and we just keep working it till it gets, till we get the point across. Basically, I should say. This dude right here is killing me, man. But yeah. I mean, we work drills. We definitely have drills, though. You know what I mean? We definitely have drills. But we don't base it like perfect 3-minute round. Like, nah, because even the fighter's gonna make errors in the round when he's working this stuff. Coach, I know under a rock. Coach, I know I'm under a rock, but what happened with you and football stars supposed to fight? I won't say his name just in case, but it sounds like YOLO Bingo. I guess you're talking about what's my man's name that was training with Bozy? The football player dude that me and him had some words on the thing that's Ocho Cinco. Ocho Cinco. I got no problems with Ocho Cinco, man. Big shout out to Ocho Cinco. We had a few words a couple of years ago. It was all, in promotion for a fight. He was actually up here in the Philadelphia area and actually reached out to me to do some training, but we never made it happen. So I don't got no problem with Ocho Cinco. Not looking to fight him. None of that stuff, man. Them days over. It seems like he's a really good guy, man. A lot of people who met him here in the Philadelphia area had a lot of positive things to say about him. So I'm not gonna go ahead and try to hold on to something that wasn't that serious in the first place. But we're good, man. We're not on no beef in terms of nothing. We're not friends or anything either. We just it's whatever. It's cool. Reg actually had a chance to meet him. Great dude. Man, people like him. So what I'm gonna say about him? You know what I mean? It is what it is. Super Gang CA was good. When watching old footage of any fighter, what are the main things you look at when watching a fight? I'm looking at everything, man. I'm looking at how they're using their jab. I'm looking at how they're blocking shots, how they're slipping shots, how they're coming off their slips with combinations. I'm paying attention to everything, man. There's not one thing I'm looking for. I'm looking for everything. Shakur versus Tank. Who you got? Please pick. Tough fight. Tough fight. I think Shakur has the edge based off of his skill set, but still a tough fight. Very tough. I can't really give you a. You got Shakur. Reg got Shakur. If I had to put money on it, I'm probably gonna bet Shakur. But we all know one shot could change the night, and Tank has the skill set to get the shot there. So it's an interesting fight, man. Very interesting. It's a fight I would like to see. I know you gotta do stuff to sell and promote. My question wasn't a bad way. I know it's not serious. No, man. It's all good, bro. I'm just letting you know that our situation, we wasn't even planning to fight each other. It's just something that happened, I was saying a few things to him he didn't like, and he said what he said, and I said what I said, and we moved forward from it. It's not serious, you know what I mean? That was 2 years ago. You know what I mean? It's over. If it didn't happen at that moment, you know what I mean? What's the point to talk about it now? But it's all good. Boxing is so special. It gets most respect as its own martial art. Yeah, boxing is definitely a martial art. It's just not considered one. You know what I mean? But a lot of the same principles go into it, and a lot of the same morals go into it. We just don't carry it in the traditional way like the martial artists do. But a lot of the same lessons that you learn, let's just say doing kung fu or taekwondo, you're gonna learn it through boxing in its own way. You know what I mean? So without a doubt. We got about, I'm probably stay on here a little bit longer, y'all. So make sure y'all keep them questions coming in, because in a minute we about to check out of here. Women boxers are petitioning the WC for 3-minute rounds. Do you think they'll be able to get more knockouts and longer rounds? I definitely think they should be fighting 3 minutes. I don't see why they're not. They're not children. They're adults. They're women. But what's the purpose of them only fighting 2 minutes and men having to fight 3? I don't see the issue with it. So hopefully they get their 3-minute rounds. And yeah, I think more knockouts will happen. Why wouldn't it? You more opportunity to get hit. Did you used to fight? How did you gain so much knowledge on the game? Yeah, I was an amateur fighter, and I never did nothing that I really wanted to do as an amateur. But I was involved with boxing for a very long time, and I had some very good teachers. And one thing I always did was grasp onto the lessons, even though I didn't use it at my full potential. So now I'm just passing it on to those who will. All right, y'all. I think I'm gonna end it right there. Thank you guys for pulling up. We will be live again tomorrow. I don't know what time, so I can't promise you a time. But I want to say thank you to everybody who pulled up, and we'll be back tomorrow. You already know. Peace.